So I'm not entirely sure where to start, so I might go right to the end. Were you, as a team, pleased to be off there at the end? Was it pretty tricky out there?
I think there's pros and cons to both, really. The guys that bowled a lot, there's overs in their legs. You get back out there and you get a couple of bounces away, and all of a sudden the game looks very different again. But then again, you come back tomorrow, you get another roller, can rest up, and it's a completely new opportunity. So I think for both teams there's pros and cons. It's just how it's sort of fallen. But there's not really much you can do as a player, really. You just sit and wait and do what you're told. So from our point of view, come back tomorrow and got an amazing spectacle to look forward to.
Is it fitting that this series is ending this way?
It was always going to happen like this, wasn't it? I mean, look at the first 4 games. It's just been that kind of series. It's been amazing to play in, and quite fitting almost that we're going to get that kind of finish tomorrow.
And on a personal level, you must have felt like you had almost done it, and then you had that moment as well with the headband, which was a nice moment for Thorpe.
Yeah, I mean, it was bitterly disappointing not to still be there tonight and to get us home today. But we're in a really good position. We've got a lot of batting left. 2 guys out there that are very capable of seeing us home. So, and in terms of Thorpe, I think this week it's been amazing that Surrey as a club at the ECB have recognised everything that he's done for English cricket as a player, as a coach, as a mentor, as a friend to the dressing room, to the game of cricket, and that was on behalf of our team, really. To be honest, everything that he's given to and sacrificed for English cricket is it's just really great to see the amount of love that there is for him, and for his family as well. So I think that was what that was for.
I don't know if I can nick a spoiler out of you, but is Chris Woakes got his batting stuff with him? Might he bat
You
tomorrow?
probably saw him in his whites in the dressing room, so he's all in like the rest of us. It's been that kind of series where you guys have had to put bodies on the line, and hopefully it doesn't get to that. But he had some throwdowns in here, I think, at one point, and he's ready if needed.
Will, and then Vish.
Just back to the 4 p.m. celebration. How long have you had the headband?
Since tea, so
Not long.
not long, no.
And you celebrated a few hundred over years. Have you ever been kind of as emotional as that when you reach one?
I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I just, like I said, it's someone that's impacted my career personally a huge amount, and I think just this week the amount of love and support that's been for him and for his family, and all the good that's come from it, and the amount of money that's been raised as well. I think it's amazing, and it's special that sport can provide that. It was more than anything, it was just a thank you for everything that he's given the game of cricket, given English cricket on and off the field.
Vish, please, and then we'll go to the back of the room and then Mike.
Hi Joe, a lot of your teammates talk about how good it is batting with you and how easy and at ease you make them feel. What was it like, on the flip side, batting with Brook the way he was?
Well, it's always a pleasure. I think one of the most important things about batting is building a partnership and understanding that impact that you both have on each other and being able to dovetail well together. And we've both got very contrasting games, but I think that works really well in our favour. He obviously plays slightly more expansively than I do, and has got an amazing array of shots, but the amount of pressure he puts back on opposition, the way that he takes calculated risks at the right moments, and can open a game completely up like he did today. You look round and there's a deep cover, and you're 250 behind. It's remarkable. Deep long off to the Premier bowlers. So it's amazing being able to sort of play second fiddle to that and watch it just in the best seat in the house. He's an incredible talent, and it's not like he's a one-off fluke. He's got 10 hundreds and playing in a very similar manner. He's incredibly consistent at it. and there's definitely a huge amount of method behind what he does, and the impact that it's had on this Test match is why we're sat here only needing 35 to win. It's been an incredible knock.
He always talks about not celebrating hundreds or not going over the top because it's his job, in his words. That was probably the most emotional he's been.
It was, yeah. He even mentioned that out there, and I don't even think he knew where it came from. But clearly, it's been a hard-fought series, and he's desperate to win games of cricket for England. It means a huge amount to him, and I think that's one of the rare occasions you've seen how much it means to him to play for England and to impact a game for our dressing room.
Back left corner, and then we'll go Mike, Mel, and John.
Joe, could you talk about you punched the bat after getting over to Prasid? Clearly, it's not Prasid, but what happened in the first innings. But could you talk about how the pressure was being built and how you did kind of succumb to it as such, but you kind of did you get distracted, or how does it happen with something like that? Like you well said, you played 150 plus balls, and suddenly you had this, and also about Prasid, the bowler.
Yeah, I mean, in just that scenario, we'd obviously come back out after a rain break, and it started to do a little bit more. They bowled really good areas for that period of time, got it moving around, and I was more disappointed that I missed out on what I thought I should have gone for 4. But Prasid's a proven performer. He's a brilliant player. You don't play for India as a seamer without having a huge amount of talent, and clearly he's going to do great things in the game, but it wasn't anything between the two of us that sort of brought that on. That was more frustration from my part for not getting us over the line. That's what you pride yourself on as a player, as an experienced batter in that situation. You've got to be able to absorb pressure and understand that they're allowed to bowl well for periods of time, and then when you get your opportunities to counter that, then you take them, and I just mis-executed on that occasion. When you're 100 not out, you don't expect that from yourself. So that's where the frustration came from. There was sort of no overhang from what happened in the first innings or anything like that.
Mike, and then John, Mel.
Joe, 537 runs in the series, 300s, number 1 in the Test World Rankings, number 2 in the all-time Test run scorers list. Congratulations for all of that. Would you swap it all for the Anderson Tendulkar Trophy tomorrow?
I'd like to think we're gonna, we've got what we need to get across the line tomorrow. It's been one hell of a series, one hell of a journey, and the confidence in our dressing room. Clearly, we feel we've got the players to get us across the line, but it's just been one of those sort of 6 weeks where it's swung both ways the whole time, and I think we're in for a great day tomorrow.
John, just on the Woakes, as far as you know, he's going to attempt to bat right-handed rather than turn around and hit it right.
I'm not sure. I've not seen him practice yet, so you might get a better indication tomorrow if he has some throwdowns in the morning. You have to get in early.
And what about his sort of level of pain?
Well, clearly he's in a huge amount of pain having done what he's done, but it just shows, as we've seen from other guys within this series, batting with a broken foot, guys taking all sorts of blows here and there, but it means a huge amount to him, and it just shows the character and the person that he is, that he's willing to put his body on the line like that for England, and to hopefully he doesn't have to, but if it does come to that, get us across the line and win us an incredible series.
Mel, and then we'll finish in the middle. Go ahead, Mel, one question please.
I just actually wanted to ask you how you've enjoyed in particular the contest with Mohammad Siraj. We saw you out sort of laughing a lot together, about almost like pantomime, the way it was between you. It just then the iconic moments, whether it be at Lord's, the drop of Harry Brook, and then takes that catch. Just what's he been like for you?
He's a character. He's always, but he's a warrior. He's a real warrior. He's someone that you want on your team. He's that kind of character. He gives everything for India, and it's credit to him for that. The way he approaches cricket, he's got this like fake angriness about him sometimes, which I can see straight through. You can tell he's actually a really nice lad, but he tries it incredibly hard. He's a very skillful player, and you know, there's the reason why he's got the wickets he has is because one is work ethic and two is skill level. So yeah, I enjoy playing against him. He's always got a big smile on his face, and he'll give everything for his team. So I guess you couldn't want anything more of that as a fan watching, and a great example to any young player starting out.
Last question.
Joe here. How much of an advantage is getting the heavy roller in tomorrow, Gabriel? And there's a little bit of sympathy for the fans over here who didn't get to watch the tournaments, but which camp are you in? Good for those who get in to watch tomorrow for free? Or
Well, it adds suspense, doesn't it? So it's another probably 12 hours now until we wake up and we can start getting excited about it again. Clearly, everyone that came today was still they can leave knowing they've been thoroughly entertained, and you know, hopefully they've bought a ticket for tomorrow and they get the opportunity to watch it all unfold tomorrow.
Thank you. Cheers,
Well, in terms of the roller, we'll see. I haven't got a crystal ball, unfortunately, but it has made an impact so far throughout this game. You know, whether that changes on day 5, we'll see. But you know, hopefully it works well in our favour and flattens things out.
Thank you.
Thank you.